This man, born just a few months ago, got into the best university in the United States. However, the dean flatly refused to admit him after reviewing his resume because he had been to a juvenile detention center and was involved in a murder case. One day, Jack's mom brought him for an interview. The dean, in order to give them a hard time, handed out an extremely difficult history test and required Jack to complete it independently within 2 hours. This was clearly an attempt to make things difficult for Jack. Jack, who knew nothing about history, couldn't even start writing after 2 hours. After class, Jack accidentally discovered a math problem on the blackboard that no one had solved in 8 years. With just a few strokes, he wrote down the answer. Meanwhile, Jack happened to see a school bully picking on his younger brother. He wanted to take his brother away directly, but the bully made it difficult in every possible way. Jack knew Chinese kung fu, and as a result, he embarrassed the bully, which was truly satisfying to watch. A classmate who was often bullied recommended some history books to Jack to help him prepare for the exam as a way to repay him. Jack finished reading them in just half an hour and returned to the exam room. However, the dean canceled his eligibility to take the exam on the grounds that he had left the exam room without permission. But a math professor next to him kept pleading on Jack's behalf, saying that no student had been able to solve this math problem in 8 years and that Jack was a genius. The dean reluctantly agreed to give him half an hour. Surprisingly, Jack finished the test in less than 10 minutes, which was truly unexpected. Jack could also predict the location of lightning strikes by analyzing the sound of thunder and smelling ozone, saving his companion's life. However, a murder case that occurred in the forest would reveal the mystery of Jack's identity. It turned out that the bones found in the forest belonged to a university professor who studied the human brain. Jack found a 20-year-old photo in the cabinet, and the man sitting next to the professor looked a lot like him. They dug out the professor's research materials and found a useful clue, a symbol of an organization and a string of numbers. They eventually located a spot in the forest. In the deep forest, Jack encountered the mysterious man who had been following him. The mystery man explained that he was there to protect Jack. It turned out that Jack was an experimental subject, and now the organization wanted to kill him to cover up some truths. The man also warned Jack that for the safety of Mary's family, it was best for him to leave them.